Exactly. What are we driving? Container boats. That was a post I made on Instagram yesterday. One of the cool things you can do is grab the audio that somebody else has used in their post on Instagram and I guess remix it, might be a phrase. And so they use this music clip and they typically throw up a garage door and they show you this amazing vehicle behind the garage door. What are you driving? Whatever it might be. A Tesla Cybertruck someday, I hope. But and the post I did on Instagram was with a picture of a big shipload of containers. What are you driving? A container boat. Oh, well. Hey, this is your host, Jeff Ski Kinsey, and this is the Affordable Quarters podcast and Alexa Flash Briefing. So what's all that mean to you? Well, if you're a do-it-yourselfer in one of the 47 states, which means we don't sell to Alaska, Hawaii, or California. Now, California is a recent addition to our no-sale zone because we got a notice from Shopify saying, hey, you got to put this special widget in here to alert people from California that you might be collecting their information. Okay, they don't, in California, apparently don't realize that every website collects information. And so I said, well, I don't really want to do that. If they're not smart enough to figure out we're collecting information, by the way, we never resell it. That's not the point. If they're not smart enough to figure out in California that websites gather information, then they're really not sharp enough to build their own container home. At least not in my humble opinion, right? So I called Shopify and I said, how can I not sell in California? Because I don't want to go through that whole hoop. And again, obviously, as Rush used to say, for those in Rio Linda, websites collect your information. I just don't want to do it. And they said, oh, no problem. Just go into your shipping tables and uncheck California. So when they try to check out, it's going to say, hey, you're not one of the places we're going to ship stuff to. Which means the downside is every item now has to be marked as we're going to send you something. And we will. At a minimum, we're going to send you a sticker, right? Because how can you have a startup without T-shirts or stickers? So not really a big deal, but I want to make a big deal out of it because California really has fallen off the edge of the world. I mean, this thing called AB5 and the ABC test, if you don't know what it is, it basically says we don't want any entrepreneurs in the state of California. Okay, we want your payroll tax. So no matter what you think, we think you're an employee, and therefore we want your employee taxes. And so, anyhow, don't get me started on that, right? The bottom line is, if you're in one of the 47 states and you're a do-it-yourselfer, we do the hard part. Think about that. There's stuff that no matter what the build project is, almost invariably there's an item that's extremely difficult to complete. Okay, that's just the nature of do-it-yourself. I mean, unless you're building, a handset out of tin cans and rope, there's going to be stuff that's difficult. And we want to do that for you. And we see there's 3 key elements to the hard part, besides finding the best price on a box. Okay, that's a given. And if you've got more time than money, then you can search and find the best price for you. If you want to trust us to find the best price for you, okay, that's what we do. But the 3 things that are hard for the do-it-yourselfer to do are, number 1, cut the holes for the doors and windows without ruining the structural integrity of the box. Second thing is framing it properly on the inside, which means metal studs. And then finally, insulating it. So check us out, affordablequarters.com. And remember, it's going to be just about as great a day as you make up your mind to make it.